Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, my name is Preacher Moss, the host of the SOS, the Shout Out Show. Before I get started, I'd like to give a special shout out to Omar Kareem and Banneker Ventures, as well as Brother Muhammad Dwawi from Caney Electric for sponsoring us on this message to mothers and motherhood. I thought I'd take the time out before we started our show just to acknowledge the immense loss of life that we had through COVID. Almost 600,000 lives, and it said almost 250,000 of those were women. That's not just the loss of life, that's a loss of potential life and a loss of potential life giving. I'm thankful for my mother, and I'm thankful for all the mothers, because the mothers are the one that remind us of compassion, mercy, and patience. Yes, fathers do their job, but there's nothing like a mother. The person who picked you up when you were sad, the person made you laugh, you weren't happy. The person made you eat those vegetables, we didn't like them. Why? Because mother knew best. And even in that space, it was done with kindness and the different type of motherly patience that let us know she knows what she's doing. So before we start the show, I want to salute all the mothers who are not here. And I realize that motherhood and Mother's Day, if you will, can be a celebration for many, but it can be a hard time for others who've lost their mother or mother-in-laws. We can go on and on and on. The point is, I want to make sure that we remember them on this special day. And when we smile for the mothers that were here, we smile twice for the mothers who aren't here. Some of us, sometimes we're a little short-sighted. We think our mother is the only one, but it's a union, if you will, an unwritten union that you don't have to sign up for. Being a mother has a universal tie. It has a nomenclature that I, as a man, and us children can never figure out until we become mothers in some regards or become parents. One of my good friends said something to me when he lost his mom. And I was with him and I sat with him. And he cried, and he cried, and he cried, and he cried like a newborn. And when he stopped and we laughed about it, I said, "How do you feel?" He said, "I feel like new birth." He said, "I realized that all that crying reminds me of how I came into the world." And it's a subtle reminder, brothers and sisters, that we're always going to be our mother's child. So, without further ado, we're going to roll the show out. I want to thank everybody for participating, everybody for supporting our Mother's Day program. Shout out to Sister Satana for always being in the background, making sure she's the mother of the show, if you will. And I want to thank all the women, the strong women who have supported me in my life and my endeavors and my careers, big to small. There's so many to think of and share about, but I'm going to talk about them on this show. And I would ask everybody to celebrate your mothers and your grandmothers and your aunties and your nieces, because they are the inheritors of the world. They are the inheritors of the world. And let's celebrate them before we find that time that we cry like newborns in the world. And we come to the truthful, beautiful reality that we're always going to be our mother's child. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everybody. I'm Preacher Moss, host of the SOS, the Shout Out Show. And you know what time it is, brothers. It's been exactly 365 days since we had our last one. We are back, brothers and sisters. The Mother's Day celebration is back. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I can't guarantee you anything is going to work correctly. I tried to come up with a video at the beginning of the show. I hope you liked it. I put on a bow tie. I got a new background, brothers and sisters. I got a bow over here. And it can all go to pot and still be all right. You know why? Because we're celebrating mothers. So we're celebrating mothers. So this is your first time coming on the show. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be with your mother. You should have brought her to the show. That's what I'm thinking. You should have brought your mother to the show because this is the greatest Mother's Day show on live stream as far as I'm concerned. Ask me, don't ask anybody else. There you go. That's what I'm telling you. So if you're coming on the show, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is a pleasure, if you will. This is a trust that grew out of last year. As I said at the top of the show, as much as we celebrate motherhood, there's a loss of motherhood, and I've known and spoken and engaged with people who lost their moms during COVID, who they entered this period with a sense of emptiness, and we'll all face that at some point in time. Whenever that is, we pray for all the longevity of our mothers. That's and our aunts and our nieces. We pray for the longevity of motherhood over and over. But let me say this: if you're coming on the show, listen. This is a special show, okay? I make a lot of jokes. That's what I do for a living. It's not so much making jokes that I do for a living. I point out the irony. And some of the best people who've shown me irony has been my mom and my aunt and the women factor in my family that kind of balance out how crazy we were as men or how crazy we were as children. And I want to make sure that I don't brush over this, that I appreciate the patience that was shown to me, not by just my mother, just my aunt, but the whole street of Justina Drive, the whole street of 7th Kennedy, everybody at 5525 that took, brothers and sisters, time to invest in me. So if you're coming on the show, this is a show about celebrating Mother's Day and things like that, but this is a show about investment. I don't think you want to miss it. So if you're coming on the show for the first time, don't be a wallflower. Get in the comment section, brothers and sisters, and express yourself. It's Mother's Day. You should have brought your mom. In fact, I might bring you on because I want to hear about your mom. If you're part of the Shout Out Show family, you might get called into the show, just so you know that. That's number one. So number two is, if you have time, click the subscription button, click the notification button, click the like button. And if you don't like any of those at all, sit quiet and just enjoy the show. Again, shout out to Brother Kareem and Brother Muhammad for the opening message. We appreciate you. You brothers came to my mother's rescue when I needed you. And may Allah bless you and increase your capacity for His love, mercy, and wisdom. Thank you, my brothers. So let's get to this thing. Let's get to the shout out. Who we have in the shout out? Boo. We missing some bodies today because they're going to be on the show. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all think I'm wild. Y'all think I'm crazy. I want you to know it came from some place. It's not about being wild and crazy. It's about having people that love you and let you be who you're going to be. So who we got first? I don't even know. Well, this is Brother Derek. Brother Derek is in Washington, D.C., sitting up there watching cable with my mom and Sister Ree. I know what's going on, man. I appreciate you. There you go. You're sitting with your godmother. We're going to have Ree on the show. Some of y'all haven't seen Ree since we did the 300 show. Do you know we had 371 shows, brothers and sisters? That just tells you how time went through. In fact, I was listening to a brother last night during Night of Power talk about this, how quickly Ramadan went. Do you know that Wednesday, it's over? Wednesday, it's over. You can go back to overeating and drinking coffee and all those things. I would say don't go back to overeating. Don't go back to coffee. Whatever, remember, all the things that you gave up for a reason. So let's show some discipline. But because we get ready to show some undiscipline right now. Who else we got in the queue? Let's get to it. Altaf, my main man. Altaf is the Canadian ambassador to the Shout Out Show. He is the only ambassador to a live stream show, brothers and sisters. If there was a Guinness Book of World Records, you know what? Altaf, you would have it because you are the number one guy that's attended in an ambassador capacity, brothers and sisters. And Altaf, I think we're going to have you on the show. I want to hear you talk about your mom. Because I'm going to talk about my mom. I have a plethora of mom. I got my aunt that served as mom. I have aunts that have served as moms. I have neighbors that have served as moms. I have Muslim sisters that serve as moms. I have moms. Now, you could say, brother, you really blessed, or brother, they really concerned about you. It might be a hodgepodge of both. But I'm blessed either way. Who else we got in the chat today? Got Sister Sakina Mujahid all the way holding it down. Sister, she is a mother of 5, formerly in the military, holding it down in Charlotte, making it happen, serving people, taking care of her tribe. Sister Sakina, we appreciate you being on the show. Big ups to Sister Sakina and the Mujahid family. Everybody, who we got next? Ooh, we got Sister Ika coming in on Mother's Day. day after Mother's Day over there, but it's Mother's Day here. So welcome, peace and blessings to your son and your daughter, and thank you so much for taking a part of our Mother's Day situation, celebration, scenario, however you want to do it, we're going to do it. Who else we got? I guess that's it. Satana, that's all we got today? Oh, okay. Well, I got that one. Oh, my man, Imam Zayd Kareem. Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on, brother? Man, I want you to hug your queen, brother. Hug your queen. And, we haven't had a chance. But brothers don't understand. Dr. Zayd and I, we good people. We good people. I like hanging out with this brother. And, he settles me in a lot of regards. I appreciate you coming on the show because you didn't have to. But coming on and supporting the show means a lot. And this is a celebration of our queens, brothers and sisters. I know there are a lot of other shows out there doing Mother's Day and all of that, but we do it in the Preacher Moss Shout Out Show, a rambunctious way. So let's get to it. Sister Janet's stuff is from Seattle. Whenever I go to Seattle, brothers and sisters, and I'm going to tell you this story one time. I went to Seattle, I wasn't feeling good. I had to do a show. Sister Janice actually sent people to the show. She couldn't come to the show herself. She sent people to the show, and not just to enjoy me do stand-up and perform. She sent people to make sure I was okay. So this is my Seattle mom. Sister Tough, thank you for coming on the show. We know we appreciate you. May Allah continue to increase you and bless you and your family. And my little brother, Johnny L. Thomas. Now, here's funny. Now, I'm talking about Milwaukee moms. I got two Milwaukee moms. This is one of my Milwaukee moms, Miss Maisie Thomas and Miss Mamie Thomas, have always made sure, for my time that I lived in Milwaukee, that I had a place to eat. For the holidays, I never didn't have a place to go. If I needed a laugh, something to eat, shelter, it was always there. So may Allah continue to bless your mom, Miss Maisie, and Miss Mamie, and also your wife, JT. I hope she's watching. Landy, I call her Landy. I probably get on her nerves when I do that. Sister Yolanda has been nothing short of an angel in her treatment towards me and my family, and we appreciate her. Give her a big hug. All right. You in the queue. Uh-oh. There we go. So, brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. I know I can sit up here and talk about moms all day. My favorite story about my mom is this one. And it's a story of compassion and love and understanding. One day I ran my mouth too long at school, or I was in the neighborhood. I ran my mouth, and basically I ran up on a butt whooping. I caught a wreck. Let's just say it. Your boy Preacher Mars caught a wreck. Bam, bam. And I went home and I cried because I got my butt whooped. And I came to my mother, and I looked at her, and she asked me what happened. I said, I got beat up, I got whooped. And she said, how many people was it, baby? I said, it was one. She said, it was one. I said, Mama, it was one. And she wiped my tears away and straightened my little shirt and dusted me off. And she said, you better go whoop that boy's butt and don't come back here until you do. Without further ado, Satana, let's get Queen Mary up here. Queen Mary. Let's bring her in. What's going on, Mom?
Praise.
Oh my gosh, the sound works.
That was my Mother's Day gift to you.
I'm scared of you.
That was my Mother's Day gift to you.
Well, I appreciate it. Why you got the mask on?
Because I'm...
Okay, never mind. Keep the mask on.
Okay.
I remember you had that mask one time we were going to Danville, way before COVID. And you told me to speed up. I sped up, and I got popped by a cop. And then instead of just saying, ooh, baby, you should slow down, you talking about, it's racism. And you started to get out of the car with that mask on. I said, Mom, get in the car before you shoot all of us.
I did, that's true.
You jumped out of the car like you were the Lone Ranger. Get in this car. And Mom, so we just want to say much love to you. I know I put you through all kinds of stuff. I tried to be a good kid. I was a mischievous kid. I was an adventurous kid. I appreciate your patience. I know there's times you hug me and you really wanted to choke me. And I felt that because the hugs were really, really intense. You might have broke a rib a couple times. But I appreciate you giving me that space to, number one, be a kid. Number two, grow into being a man. And number three, give me that space to just love myself and my creativity. So that, I salute you, Mary Morse.
Well, don't get too excited. You know, I do give grown whippings.
But you ain't gonna catch me if you say it that slow.
I got me and Derek. They can help me out.
Okay, we gonna get into them too. Let me jump into some of the people in the comment section. Sultana, we have some folks in the comment section. That's Sister Nina Salam, all the way from California. Thank you, Sister Nina. Sister Nina was there when I first took ill right before COVID. I couldn't do the A Time to Be Grateful in Los Angeles. She rode with me to the bitter end, so I had to say I couldn't do it. She was so kind with du'as and prayers and checked on me afterwards. When I was going through my stuff today, I had to send her a note that said Happy Mother's Day because she was amazing to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for checking out the show, Sister Nina. And we got Sister Sultana giving out a Mother's Day to everybody. Sultana, you know I'm supposed to have Miss Whitfield on this show. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with you after that. But we needed Miss Whitfield on the show because I was hoping she was going to give us some dirt on the young Sultana. But we didn't get it. We didn't get it.
Never too late.
It's never too late. She might pop on. So look at Sister Reed said, love you, baby cakes. And that was for you, Mom. I got to bring up your partner in crime now. Do you mind?
Right ahead.
I'm bringing up your partner in crime. Here we go. Let's bring up. Oh! What's going on, Aunt Maxine?
Oh, everything. That's
Don't
beautiful.
you let her fool you. Don't you let her fool you. See, when we were growing up, her nickname was Fat Back Mac, and mine was Skinny Minnie May. And we slept in the bed together. And she would roll over on me and stay over there. And then, Brian, when she wanted to show off,
Wait, time out. It's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. It's not Dysfunctional Family Day. It's Mother's Day. I can't take y'all anywhere.
I gotta tell you about this so-called perfect mother, that's all.
Oh, don't do it.
She would sit down on me because she was so fat. And I was so skinny. And push me to death.
We got echo someplace. Could you stop, please? Oh my God.
Well, the only thing I can say to the world is that I have grown up.
Okay. I'm not, you got an echo.
I do not sit on my sister anymore.
I'm glad y'all don't sleep together anymore. That's very important.
Well, let me just tell you. Where's the echo coming from?
I think it's coming from you. Do you have something else on?
No.
Jim,
what is it? I'm gonna echo.
Okay, I don't see it. It's okay. It's okay.
It might just be my beautiful watch that I got for Mother's Day.
Oh, okay. It's giving off signals. Okay.
Did y'all see it?
Yeah, put it up to the screen.
Oh no.
No, all we got was wrist. Could you put up to the screen?
I'm I'm trying to put it to the screen, Jacob. Well, let me just say this.
We're gonna need a tutorial and everything.
Oh
Well,
my
let
God.
me just say this. Well, what is? Well, let me say.
Say it.
Wait a minute. My daughter's trying to help me. Just go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Mac. We're gonna we'll figure it out here. We'll figure
Let
it
me
out.
just say this. The greatest thing in life to me was to be named by my mother with her name. My mother's name was Gladys, and my first name is Gladys.
All
All
right.
her 11 brothers and sisters said I looked just like my mother. And over the years, I have been able to develop the personality of my mother. The greatest other thing in my sisters was to wake up this morning on Mother's Day in her lovely home and be with my sisters, whom I dearly, dearly love. Now, we lost our mother at 15 years old, and my sister-in-law took over. Her name is Florence. So she became a surrogate mother to us. And Florence Bethel, which we always send flowers to and give love and respect for, is one of the greatest sister-in-laws in the world because she sacrificed all her loving and everything and became a mother for us, okay? So we are so very, very blessed. But I just want to tell all the mothers out there that if you can just be able to reflect back and understand that mothers love dearly, we love irrespective of pain, hurt, or whatever. And for me, to have a sister like I have, May, that I love and tells all the stories and everything, and to have my daughter, who I think is the greatest daughter in the world, Jamie Kate is the greatest daughter in the world. And I told you, she gave me this most fabulous watch. I have been wanting an Apple Watch all my life. And since Christmas, gave me this gorgeous watch, and I have had the most gorgeous Mother's Day one could ever have. I am a very happy mother, and I wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. And the ones who are really suffering, I pray to God that we relieve, that He will remove this COVID off of us. Bless
Isn't this only a 60-minute show?
You don't have to take that on Mac. I'll pay for the Uber. You come over and sit on her.
She would sit down on me, Brian, and beat
Okay.
me all up because
Okay,
she
well-
knew I was too skinny to put a one day.
Okay, we're gonna do a GoFundMe for your therapy. It's all right.
I have scars. I have childhood scars. I have nightmares.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, Mom. Mom. Did you cry like Rocky Lockridge?
I couldn't cry. She's so fat, she was pressing the air out of me. I couldn't even talk.
Okay, we're gonna mute your microphone. You too much. You fired up today. You fired up today. Do you have something nice to say? Do you have something nice to say about your sister?
Well, they brought me gifts this morning, but that was to make up for a whole lot of trauma.
Okay.
I had a wonderful day with my sister and my niece Jamie.
All right.
And now my play daughter and Derek. Man, this has been the best Mother's Day.
Man, couldn't be the best good Brian had that for you.
In a long time. This means, Brian, you gotta step up.
Man, he just stepped back. He just left and went back. He did it in a
I
whole
said,
week.
step up to make up for all the beauty that I've had today on Mother's Day.
Well, what do you expect?
They ain't your business. He know.
Hey, stop taking those bitter pills.
God,
See all my
God.
balloons and my flowers. Oh, my flowers.
Yeah, hold them right in front of the camera.
Make sure you're beautiful gift.
If I continue to show all my gifts, be no time left for the show.
All right, well look, we got some other people. We got to shout out real quick.
Get your stuff up in the mouth.
I got to shout out
The coat.
Sister Dawn Henderson. Saying
Rick,
Happy Mother's Day.
They done gone on to Dawn Henderson.
Sister Dawn has been an exceptional person in the comedy
And I was
business. I met her.
talking
Hold on a minute, Ma. You got to stop talking. I know we can hear you. I feel like I'm in class. Only one of us could talk right now. So I just want to give a shout out to Sister Dawn. Appreciate it. She said she loves you guys. She's been over here cracking up. Dawn has been just an angel. When I came into DC, was doing things that all made me funny. A big shout out to John X and his mom. And Don, we appreciate you coming on the show. We appreciate you as always. Big shout out to Don and all she does for all the comedians in the Washington D.C. metropolitan area. Big shout out to Don. All right, so why don't we get ready? Can we get ready? All right, we're gonna get ready here for a moment, and then we're gonna keep the show going. Y'all see how this goes, right? So, y'all thought I was funny. These people are hilarious, but it's all love. You know, I say it's all love. JT, I want you to get Yolanda too, because I want to see my sister this year. Last year we didn't have her. I want to see my sister. I need to hear something from Sister Yolanda Thomas. That's right. So, brothers and sisters, you know, the whole idea of having a Mother's Day show, aside from appreciation, is the whole idea you want to celebrate people while they're here. I realized something about my mom, and I realized something about my aunt. While we laugh right now, one of the things I always appreciated was the fact that whatever was going on, we found out a way to have a good time right here and now. My mom says, you never know. Something could happen, you never know. And she's right. You can never know. And for that, we have to cherish the moments that we have, even if they're crazy, even if they're off balance, even if they sound like bickering, even if it sounds like we're not happy. You know what? Celebrate it for what it is. You know, and Brother Zaid, I thank you so much for coming on. We're going to have a Father's Day show, and I'm going to have you on, my brother. I'm going to have you on as the featured guest talking about being a dad. All right? So, got shout outs to Toronto Love. Got shout out Sister Yasmin, young Sister Miriam, the Siddiqui sisters up there. We want to give all of them shout outs. Mother's Day, and rest in peace, rest in power, Sister Ishrak Siddiqui, who passed away last year. We want to make sure we don't forget that. If you have anybody that you want to bring on or mention on the show, I would appreciate it. JT, I would like to see you in the queue, my brother. I want you to represent for the Thomas family. Can we make sure that we make that happen? Sister Zatanna, I don't know how we're going to do it. In fact, I should know how to do it. We don't do it. But I'm going to make sure that part happens. And for my aunt and my mom, listen, I know things have been hectic. Things have been crazy with COVID. So here's my deal. I'm going to take all of you, my mom, Miss Eleanor, Rhea, if you're still back, you can go too. Derek, you can't because it costs too much money. I'm going to take all of y'all to Jerry's, and we're going to have our sit down at Jerry's, and we're going to have our crab bombs, we're going to have our tea, and my mom's going to get on everybody's nerves because she's going to order a kettle of tea. Mom, stop going to the restaurant and ask for kettles of tea like you working in a slave hut or something like that. Can I get a kettle of tea and a bunch of lemon? That's the way she works. And I also want to give a shout out to my cousin who's all wrapped up. I'm going to bring her on right now.
she is. Here
I
she
know
is,
she
Brian.
just
Jamie,
bounced. She
wait,
didn't
wait.
want to be on.
Here she is. Come on, Jamie.
Jamie says she's not ready for prime time. Come on, Jamie.
Come on, Jamie. She's already ready for prime time. Guess what, Brian? She gave me this watch for Mother's
Put
Day.
the
Look.
put the watch up.
Look.
Put the watch up. It's
Yeah!
nice. All right.
Made it well, come on, Jamie.
All right.
You,
Okay.
you always.
We'll be back. We'll be back on Mac. Y'all see how this goes? I've been going up with my whole life. All right. JT, Satana, can you get JT the thing? Cause I want to get them on. So Altaf, if you're still there, I'd like to get you on too. So we're gonna trust everybody, and we're gonna put up a banner, and that banner is gonna have the StreamYard info. JT, can you go to that number right there, StreamYard.com, and pop on for us. Pop on for it. I haven't seen Miss Maisie in a minute, and I want to make sure I get her in. So I'm going to leave that up. Altaf, if you don't mind, pop in on that StreamYard banner. I'd like to get some comments about you and your mom, if you don't mind. So JT, if you got it, let me know. Text me. Altaf, take it in. Now, I would really like to bring on Sister Satana briefly while we're having folks on. She don't want to come on, brothers and sisters. Let's encourage her. I feel like the minister at the church that wants somebody to sing who can't sing. We're going to encourage her, and she's going to give us a joyful noise. Let's welcome to the Shout Out Show, brothers and sisters. Let's welcome Sister Satana. What's going on, Sister Satana?
Assalamu alaikum.
How you doing, Sister Satana? We had to put you on the show for making it happen. We're gonna give a shout out to Derek. That's Derek and Reeb. I see mom still occupying that front seat right there. You know, mom, if you a bus driver, wherever you went, you get there first. So, Sister Tana, it's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing for your mom?
So first of all, assalamu alaikum and welcome to everyone. Ramadan Mubarak
Ramadan
to
Kareem.
everyone. You know, we're in those last couple of nights, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Sister Lois, her mom, whose name is actually Mary, right? And her aunt, Gertrude, who actually, was her mom after her mom passed away, right? So we had two grandmothers. And then my dad's side, my grandmother's name is Precious. So happy Mother's Day to all of them. They're all have returned to Allah. So, but peace and blessings to all of them. Happy Mother's Day to everyone that's out there, everyone that's on the stream, Miss Mary, Miss Maxine, everyone, the family that's out there, everyone, the Shout Out Show family. So, happy Mother's Day to you and your mom as well. So yeah. So this is a if we had some conversation about the how this Ramadan, this Mother's Day is a little bit different for people. We had some conversation that it may have been, a little somber for people. And, just because of the the COVID that's out there, and all the things are starting to open back up, there's still this, when you go see your parents, it's a different parent, right? And so, if they've been in, let's just say, a home, a home for quite some time, it's different, right? And so when you don't have that connection to people, they're different. And so maybe somber for some people. So we want to extend, peace and blessings to people who no one who lost their parents. That's huge as well, right? There's so many. I saw this one image that had a few different areas of how mothers are. So some mothers may be mothers who have not had children or they're yearning to have children. Maybe community mothers. They may be mothers who have lost children early on. Mothers who children who lost mothers. But happy Mother's Day! I want to extend that to everyone. Peace and blessings, and of course we know that this one day is not just Mother's Day. Mother's Day is every day. But yes, there's a special day around it. But every day should be special. And so I just want to extend a happy Mother's Day to everyone.
All right.
I'm taking you out.
We're gonna bring in Sister Ree and Derek. Ree, Derek, thank you so much. Hey, thank you for coming, brother. How y'all doing? You surviving the 5804 Justina Drive experience?
Yes, sir. See you, Rick.
Mom, we okay?
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Let me.
I got it on my phone.
You got it on your phone?
Yeah.
Do me a
But
favor.
we can do it right here.
Turn your phone like that. Like
I'm on Mama's laptop.
Oh, don't turn the laptop then.
Okay, there it is.
There she is. See?
Whoa, what's up? What you got on your hands?
My nails. You know I got nails.
No,
You know my nails are real.
You got Wolverines.
They're not even sharp. Don't even go there, brother.
Did you leave any nails in the shop, sister?
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking good, but I'm gonna give you some credit. You had those nails, but you cook with those nails, so all praise is due.
That's what I'm saying. I cooked. We done ate up some stuff.
I ain't trying to mess up my meal. I ain't trying to mess up my meal. I gotta introduce.
Well, we having a good time with Aunt Maxine and Baby Cake Moss here. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to them both. My mom is dead and gone, but I want to say thank you again for letting us be on the show, brother, and letting us love on Mama.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay, love on Auntie. I thank you, brother. Y'all is my family.
Absolutely. We know we love
I want to shout out to my Mama Jeannie, Erlene. They're back at home, and all the mothers. I just thank God for you all. Okay? But I just love this little bundle of joy right here. I love her. I love her. It's been 16 years in. We're so much alike. And I couldn't wait to get here to spend this special day with my mama. I remember when Joanne was, 4, Mama 5?
Yeah.
We're neighbors. And I said, Mama, I lost my mama a while ago and I'm in Texas by myself. I said, will you be my mama? And she looked at me and she said, well, of course, baby. And she been embracing me and my family for over 16 years now. And I'm just grateful, y'all. I'm grateful. So I'm here. I just want to say, love you, Baby Cake Smalls. Love you, love you, love you. I'm going to put my mask back on. And I'm grateful. But we done ate up some stuff. We done had some homemade peach cobbler by yours truly. We done had some, I did some fried chicken and some smothered chicken. We had some spinach with baby, it was good too. We had us, what else I fixed, Mom? And some broccoli and cheese. And I tell you what, we done turned up in here for a lifetime. But this is a Mother's Day that I will never forget. God bless you all. I don't know how to say peace be unto you, but peace be unto all of you. Thank you so much. My baby cakes.
Hey, Mama Maisie, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, Mom, how you doing? You looking well? Oh, y'all, you got your lunch. Y'all have on the same shirt.
That's right.
Y'all have on the same shirt. Oh my goodness. I got to show the.
We chilling over here. How you doing, brother? Something happened.
Mama Thomas is looking well. Young Mama Thomas is looking well. I think
There
I'm
you
gonna have
go.
to send some.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to send some Nation of Islam boys around there to keep them boys around from y'all. Make sure. I'm gonna have to put some bow ties on post now. I'm gonna make sure I keep some bow ties on post now. I know my brother's up there. Is he sneaking around?
Baby.
I can't even call them babies anymore. Jordan and
What?
Justin.
Huh? Oh, the boy.
I know are they there for the celebration?
Oh, they are on their way. They are cooking. They're going to be bringing the food. So
Okay.
we better
So we'll
get
make
some
sure.
good.
Okay. So we're gonna
How
make
is
sure that let's make sure that they're cooking well and they're taking care of you.
Okay. That's right. They are.
Okay. Well, I just
Sure
want to make sure.
Tell Mama, we said, mother, we love her and appreciate.
Well, we love and appreciate you. What's Milwaukee without Miss Maisie and Miss Yolanda? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. But
Brother, what is absolutely nothing.
There you go. If y'all weren't there, they renamed that place Billy Preston from his favorite song, "Nothing from Nothing Leaves Nothing."
Please
You
nothing.
gotta have something.
I know that.
But I am overjoyed to see y'all. You know, I'm happy to have y'all on the Mother's Day show. You know, we have a lot of fun, we have a lot of laughs, but family is family. At the end of the day, family is family, and we celebrate Mother's Day.
You are right.
One salute, two salute, because I seen you two do it and do it well, being moms. And you know, Mom, even my friend, I don't know how she's doing, Sister Iola. You know how I give her a hard time. Please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know I give her a hard time, but it's all love. You know, if she's okay, tell her I say hey, make sure she's all right. But it's so great to see y'all. It's good, so great to see y'all, and keep us in your prayers. Keep us in your prayers. All right, we're gonna be back.
Okay.
Love you now.
All the mothers out there listening. Love you all too. Love you, brother.
Love you too. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, good seeing y'all. Thank you so much.
You too.
So we keep moving on the show, brothers and sisters. We keep moving on the show. So, this part of the show is like, you know, I have a lot of fun and things like that, but I just want to give some shout outs to people. You know, I just shout outs to family. I always make dua. Yasmin, Mariam, you know, my mom, my aunts. You know, I was raised by an incredible group of aunts on both sides of the family. You know, there's my Aunt Shirley, my Aunt Florence, and then there's my Aunt Maxine. Then I have my Aunt Ruth, I have my Aunt Dottie, I have my Aunt May, I have my Aunt Dut. Now, if you notice something, brothers and sisters, every time I mention their name, I say their title. It bugs me when kids call their aunts and uncles by their first name. There's a title, and that title is there for a reason. So I could be 100 years old. If you ask me about my uncle, Reginald Thomas, Uncle T, it's going to be Uncle T. It's going to be Uncle May. Even they talk about my mother, Aunt May. You know, and it's the thing that I want everybody to understand, that they earn those titles. Those titles are like stripes on the arm. You know, like if you're in the military, you have your stripes, 3 up, 3 down. That tells you about rank, brothers and sisters. And there's a rank in family and family relationships. And I would like for us to celebrate that too, respect that too. Because one thing that happened with COVID didn't respect anybody's rank. And if we can, brothers and sisters, we need to understand that we have to respect one another. You know, we call our pioneers, we call our elderly, call them pioneers, some of us call them OGs. But here's what you need to call them: relevant, historical, legendary, and most importantly, necessary. And celebrate them as such. All right? So, Let me bring my team back here because I have some questions. I want to interview the Bopsy twins. So hopefully there's not an issue with the sound. If there is, Sultana is working the back. Thank you so much, Sultana. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I thank you for clearing it up. So I'm gonna bring the team back in here. Okay. I will bring. Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. I can pull. We got that. Let me see if is that me? All right, this is my sound. Okay, so y'all can hear me now. Okay, I cut it off because I heard some echo. Let me ask you two this, and I need a good question. I need a firm answer from you two. What's the most memorable road trip that you took with your children?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
He can't even get it out.
We let your mother speak first.
Look, my mother here thinking talking about
May you can't get it together?
Yeah. I recall the first time they had built casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We called ourselves just going up to observe because it was such a new phenomenon on the East Coast. And we had Bryant with us. So we decided Clifford would hold Bryant while I went in. And when I came out, then I would take Bryant. On my way in, this is an adult center. And they had a bodyguard. I look up, there's the bodyguard holding Brian's hand. And Clifford is on the other side, bringing Brian Moss into an adult facility. I went, what is this? They said, ma'am, he has taught us so much, and he sounds so grown. We're not going to let him play the chips, but for every other reason, he qualifies because he's growner than some of them. I almost hit him. I said, and then I turned around and almost hit Clifford. I went, and the bodyguard was so big. I figured I better think twice about this. But we did get put out of one place thanks to Brian. He was really a small baby at the movie. And when people would go across the screen, I don't know what made him think he had to talk. And it was at the most serious parts. Next thing I know, they come and shining the light on us and put out all three of us. I said, what happened? Oh, I don't know what was wrong with them, but I was just talking. Oh, we've been put out a whole lot of places for this one Bryant Moss. But continued to take him because he was curious. We wanted to expose him, not shatter him.
Okay,
And look at what we created now.
Could you
A
leave out
monster.
could you leave out the part about me being in an adult shop, please? I don't even remember.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's hear from Maxine real quick.
I'm trying to think about the trips that we've taken many trips, and I can't think of anyone that has been caused any problems. Jamie has been most established daughter. What's wrong, Jamie?
Talk about when Brian don't drives down the damn hill, doesn't let y'all go to
Oh, yes. The only thing I can think about is it remind me of something. Brian is a terrible, terrible person to go on a trip with. Let me just tell you, honey. Girl, I mean, I had to learn the hard way. When you go on a trip with Brian and you leave Washington, D.C. to go to Dan, Virginia, he has orange juice in the car. He has a little snacks in the car. But guess what? He doesn't let you stop and go to the bathroom from Washington D.C. to Dan, Virginia. Honey, I have to make sure before I get in the car, I'm taking care of business. And all the way down to damn, I look what May and I used to stop in Richmond. Once we go through Richmond, we always stop at McDonald's and have our breakfast and everything. Honey, Brian, zoom, pass right the hell out of there. Girl, from Washington, D.C., you try. Be careful about going on a trip with Brian Moss. He does not let you stop to go to the bathroom. And that is my most memorable thing in the world. It is dangerous. It could have burst my bladder. Which is very, very dangerous. and very unhealthy.
Oh my goodness. You put me on blast, Maxine.
Oh yeah, honey. I ain't no choice.
I thought it was gonna be a happier thought, but thanks for sharing.
Sharon, I've been trouble. And wait, and I don't know. He said, "Hey, Maxine, how you doing?" I said, I have oranges and a little snack." He reached back to that So I want all of y'all bring in here Mother's Day. I want all of y'all. You be careful about traveling with Brian Moss. It's no joke.
I'm gonna defend myself here. Here's the deal. Let me tell y'all how this thing really works. My mom and my aunt, when we go to Virginia, at a certain age, my cousin Jamie and I became the custodians of all the travel, which means that you would drive and they would sleep, or they would listen to music and talk about all the good old days, but nobody drove, and I never got to sleep. So here's how this happens. My cousin will back me up. My mom and my aunt don't drive, but they always wanted to stop at this place outside of Richmond called Chesterfield County. Now here's the deal. Chesterfield County has given tickets to more black people than the lottery. Okay? We would stop in Chesterfield every time. It doesn't matter if it was raining. It doesn't matter if it was snowing. A hurricane could be behind us. We stopping at this one McDonald's in Chesterfield. And I don't mind stopping at the McDonald's, brothers and sisters, but here's the deal. My Aunt Maxine, my aunt, and my mother will get out of the car, order their food, sit in the area at the McDonald's, and talk for like an hour, like we ain't got another hour and 2 hours to go. But you know what, though? It was fun. It was fun. Because as children, Jamie and I, we probably could have used a lot of counseling back in the day. Because we could not say anything. Because we were children. And we couldn't say anything till we got, 16, 17, 30 years old to let them know, we ain't stopping at Chesterfield County no more. You go to the bathroom one time and that's it. I drive from full to empty. And you gotta know that. Full to empty. Full to empty. That's it. And it's your fault, Aunt Maxine. It's your fault, Mom, because you did it to us. My Uncle Earl, we drove full to empty. Full to empty. So, all right, I'm gonna let it go, but I had to say that. But all right, well, okay. But let me bring it back. Listen, I love you guys, and I have to get ready to wrap up the show. I'm sorry about the full to empty, but you know that's who we do. And we have some people in the queue we need to bring up too. Sister Aisha Schwartz. I have not gotten to hang out with her in a long time. She's a beautiful sister. I hope you're doing well, Sister Aisha. And give a shout out to Derek. Yeah, give a shout out to his mom too. I hope I wasn't rude that way. Sister Tough, I talked about. There you go, sharing. Lovely family to share with. And this is my little brother, Brother Jason Pittum, and his wife Sue, and their two lovely children. Thank you for coming on the show. We got Mars. How you doing, brother? Thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it. So this is my favorite part. Not my favorite part of the show. We have to wrap up, but I got to give some shouts out. So, brothers and sisters, I hope you don't mind. There's no Ramadan reflection today. Just reflect on this show. Okay, just reflect on the hilarity and the love and family and fellowship that we have with myself, Satana, JT, Yolanda, Maisie, Miss Tough, Derek, Ree, Sister Aisha, Altaf, Sister Sakina, Sister Ika. We have all kind of people. Sister Nini. We have all kind of people on the show. Brother Kareem. We've had all kind of love on this show, brothers and sisters. And that's what Mother's Day is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be some stick in the mud type of thing. All right? So, outside of that, I got to wrap the show up. And I got to give some shout outs. So, my Aunt Maxine is actually in the building. So, she can actually see me. We're going to talk about our sponsors. And we're going to bring them up. The first sponsor is, of course, I'm going to give a shout out to BeFinanciallyIndependent.com. Again, that's BeFinanciallyIndependent.com. If you want to see the face of BeFinanciallyIndependent.com, the words are Maxine Cade, and you had her on the show today. Make sure that if you can't go to the website, go old school. Call 1-800-679-3175. Again, that's 1-800-679-3175. Free yourself from debt. Talk to the Harriet Tubman of liberating people from that. That would be Miss Maxine B. Cade, a gracious sponsor of the Shout Out Show. We love you and we appreciate you. Next sponsor up, we want to give a shout out to, of course, that would be Bayan Islamic Graduate School. Again, that's Bayan Islamic Graduate School. If you are interested in getting a solid and a meaningful and a robust education in terms of Islamic education, Islamic studies, if you want to be a chaplain, they have the #1 chaplaincy program, the MDiv, the Masters of Divinity program, top in the country. Make sure you check that out because everybody's coming out of Bayan. My buddy and I are graduating. Big shout out to Bashir Jones. He just announced, city councilman for Cleveland, Bashir Jones, just announced that he's going to be running for mayor. We're going to try and get him on the show. I know he's busy, but I'm going to get him on the show at some point in time. That's #1. And also, I want to give a shout out to Launch Good. We're going to show the Launch Good ad at the end, and then we're going to take it out. But like I said, much love to Bayan. We appreciate you. Launch Good, we appreciate you. Of course, BeFinanciallyIndependent.com. Where would we be without you? All right, so that is it. We're going to run our ads, and we're going to tell everybody take a break, take a pause for the cause. Settle in. Make sure you realize that heaven lies at your mother's feet, and make sure that you are there to serve and protect. I'm Preacher Moss. This is SOS, the Shout Out Show. Thank you so much. You take care of these messages, and we will see you, inshallah, tomorrow. Thanks to our guests. We appreciate you and we love you. Happy Mother's Day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yo, assalamu alaikum. I'm Preacher Moss, comedian extraordinaire, but I like to add a new title to my name. I'm Professor Preacher Moss. You know why? Because I just graduated. Wait a minute, let me get this out of here. This is it. Okay. I'm Professor Preacher Moss, and it's come through the courtesy and the blessing of the Muhammad Ali Scholarship, which came through Bayan Islamic Graduate School. Now, listen, I know a lot of you people are thinking, can I do it? Yes, you can do it. This is the part where I'm supposed to say, it's easy. It's not easy. Listen, if it was easy to get this degree, Trump would be a mufti. I digress. Listen, though, for you brothers and sisters that are interested, go to bayanonline.org, and you could be like me. Put yourself in the picture for Islamic education. Wait a minute, there's a picture right there. Sound like them, everybody. Take care. Preach them off. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everybody. You're probably looking at your screen going, that's a scrumptious looking black man. And you're right. My name's Preacher Mars, comedian extraordinaire. Now, brothers and sisters, you're probably saying, what looks better than that black man right there? I'll tell you. The thought of giving the people in need and assisting them when they need it. Sounds good to me. With that, I introduce the Launch Good Ramadan Challenge. Again, that's the Launch Good Ramadan Challenge, which I'll be highlighting on my show, the ShOut Show, the last 10 days of Ramadan. Now, brothers and sisters, don't miss out. I'm going to tell you why. I am a good-looking black man, yes. I'm a comedian extraordinaire, yes. But the Ramadan Launch Good campaign is a dope project. And I tell you, if you join, you might actually be as dope as me. Now, some of you going, Preacher Moss, I've heard people talk about the Launch Good Ramadan Challenge. What makes your message so different? I'll tell you why. I have a fireplace. Flame on. Hey everybody, this is your brother Preacher Moss. Listen, I hope that you enjoyed your ShOut Show experience. We'll be back with the next show, the next ShOut Show. A simple ask before you go, please help your brother out. Click that subscribe button, click that notify button, and I'll see you again on this side of the microphone. You probably wonder what that smell is. That's me. I smell good. And the reason I smell good is because I use oils from Tarif Attar. So I'm not saying you can't smell good. I'm not even saying you stink. I'm saying you have the opportunity to smell exquisite. Check out tarifattar.com for some of the best oils and scents in town.